So we met each other. We always lived across the hall from each other all semester. It was my sophomore year. It was her junior year. And we lived right across the hall from each other. We always walked past each other. We never said anything to each other, but we always see each other. And then one day, it was Halloween, and we was in the cafeteria, and one of my friends walked over and started talking to her and her friend. And then it was crazy because we always lived across from each other, but we never actually spoke to each other, so it was funny. So then after that, we became close friends, and we started hanging out together. I started hanging out with her while she ran track, and I played football. And then later on, we got to know each other, and I'm like, hey, she's my girlfriend. She's like, hey, that's cool too. So that's what happened. That is what happened.
Hey, you should be my girlfriend.
Well, I didn't want to add the part.
He didn't even ask me to be his girlfriend. This man said, oh, you want to put a foot in the door? Oh, you know, you don't have to go all the way through, but you know, just see what I'm about, blah, blah, blah. And that was something. Okay, so I followed somebody on Snapchat that was friends with him, and I would be on Snapchat like, oh, he's cute. He got a cute body. But I thought he had a girlfriend, so I didn't say anything. I thought he was quiet, but he's not.
So when I first met her, she lived across the hall from me, and I seen her, I was like, oh, okay, she's quiet. She always walked past me. She never said anything to me. She just walked, saw me, and kept walking. She always had her headphones in, going to class, and I was like, okay, so she just don't want to talk to me. So one day when I actually did talk to her, she was actually nice. She spoke a lot. She always hungry, always talking to me, so she was actually a good person. What I like about her is she's funny. She always likes to communicate and talk. She sends me like 1,000 tweets a day because she always showing me something about what happened in the news. Or they're rarely ever funny. They're more educational than anything. But I love how smart she is. I love how she cares about people's lives.
What I like about him is he's very thoughtful. Every time I ask him to do something, at first he'll be like, I don't want to do it. He always does it, and he does a little more, and I like that. Every time I have a bad dream, I like call him at like 4 in the morning, and then he answers. He likes to take me out, and I like the way he treats me. I like the way he treats his family and his parents too. That's a big like indicator of things. So yeah, he's just very caring. He's always farting and being nasty, stinking up my room. Sometimes when I send him stuff, he doesn't read it, and then the same day he'll be like, oh, did you see this? Like, of course I saw it, I sent it to you, but you didn't read it. Sometimes when I talk, he doesn't listen. Or, you know, when people, they act like they're listening, they'll just be like, and then you say, okay, well, what did I just say? I don't know. He always plays his little video games on your phone.
What I don't like about her, she always hungry. She's never full. She eats 50 times a day. Even when she's hungry while she's eating. Even when she's full, she's hungry. She calls me at 4 a.m. because of a bad dream she has, and I have to answer her. If I don't answer her, she's mad at me. So she always calls me when I'm sleeping in the morning from not working out for breakfast. She calls me in the morning to wake me up. It's 8 a.m.
Okay, you do
Who
that
wants
too.
to wake up at 8 a.m.? I don't want to wake up at 8 a.m. What else? There's a lot of things. Anytime we finna go somewhere, like we have a distant plan to go to somewhere, she throws in another route. And I'm like, wait, we were planning to go here. She's like, oh, can we stop here? Oh, can we go here? I'd be like, no, because I didn't want to go here in the first place. But that's it. There's a lot more.
Okay. And he always make us late.
You see all the makeup?
And I was still ready before you.
I'm doing my work.
That's it.
What I love about Dasia's drive is that she's always hard working. She always trying to figure out the issue when it's an issue. Like when she goes to a track, but sometimes she don't do as well as she wants to do. So she comes back and she get back on the track and she She always stays up all night till like 1 a.m. trying to figure out how to do the problem. And she be up all night trying to figure out the problem. But she won't stop until she figures it out. So I love the determination about her because it carries over into life as well. Her drive is really on 1,000. She never gives up. She never quits. And sometimes I'm like, all right, just relax. It's not necessary. She's like, no, I gotta do it. I'm like, okay, I will help you. Yeah, we'll figure it out. And she's like, okay, thank you. So, her drive is real good. And I really like it.
I like how he is dedicated with football and stuff. Like, he doesn't just go to practice and just does what everyone else is doing, but he'll do some extra stuff. He'll work out with other people, and I do like his dedication when it comes to that. I do like how close he's gotten to God. I like how we both grown in our faith just by being with each other, and he also pushes me to think outside the box when it comes to things like that, like not just accepting what's been told to me, but more so questioning it, but understanding why things are the way they are, rather than just accepting